Yes, and thank you. Actually, the man I have to thank is going to be on the show with us tonight, Mr. Tex Wesson, for doing the nice little cut up for BMR's new opening stanza. Yes, Tex, you outdid yourself. I told you I wanted simple, some music, a logo or so, and you did a great job. Thanks, Tex, for that. Thanks to everybody for coming on in. It is, of course, is late night with good old BMR. Broadcasting live from Southern Michigan and all around the world. How about that? We always have a great show on late night. I've got Tex joining us. Thank you, Tex. Of course, I've got the lovely Brandi from the Brandi and the Booze Paranormal Podcast joining me. And, of course, my gardener, my expert in flowers, Miss Monica, joining us. And, of course, Tex. Krista is somewhere out on the interwebs or wherever she is. I don't know. She may or may not be here. Thank you for coming on in. Don't forget the super chat's open, a great way to support what we do around here. You, mateys, can become BMR pirates. Thank you so much. You get a picture of good old BMR sporting a bandana next to your name in the chat room. Thank you so much for that. And we're going to get this puppy started and we'll bring up everybody. I'll go left to right. I got Brandi. Hey, Brandi, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, it's just another day. It's, what is today? August 9th. Just doing our thing.
I know.
And before you know it, we'll be at the conference.
I know. It's next month.
It is
next month.
Next month.
Whew.
With that being said, I'll bring up the man in the middle, Tex. Hey, Tex, good to see you, my friend.
What's up?
What's up? And I must say, Tex, truthfully, I love that. You did exactly what I asked you, and it came out perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure, brother. I'm glad I could help.
You do very well with those cut-ups for everybody, so thanks for that. So, and last but not least, of course, Monica. Hello, Monica.
Hello.
Good to see you. What's happening?
Good to see you too. How are your peppers?
You saw the pictures.
They
are beautiful green leaves with not a single flower. Yeah. And
I just pulled about a half a dozen peppers off my vines the last couple of days.
That's so fantastic for you.
You know what, though, Rob? I mean, you have.
Well, Brandi,
you have to give us the update about your tomato plant.
I did try to. Well, first of all, Brandi, as you suggested, I looked on it. There was no animal marks, no bites, nothing really out of the ordinary, other than somebody had to pull it out of the ground, toss it. So, yes, I did try to transplant it. I did it the next morning. I brought it in as was suggested for the night. Then I replanted it, and yeah, it's it's going to vegetable garden heaven or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Well, that will forever be a mystery.
Well, the thing is, not to bore everybody, somebody fell on the side of my house, rough housing. Like we all decided, kids didn't pull out one tomato plant. I mean, come on. My backyard is it's not small, but it's not huge, but it's sizable. One plant, my best plant, was taken from me.
Rude.
So
Very, very rude, Monica. But anyways, so Tex, I'm glad that you can make it on the show. I haven't seen you in several months. So what's happening, brother?
Several months.
Not on the show. Seriously, Monica's been with me now for 2 months on brunch.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Time flies by, brother.
Well, man, I thought, I put in for. I know, Rob. I put in for a schedule change. But I didn't get it.
No.
So, but it was going to be a sweet schedule. It was going to be 4 10s. and I was going to be working 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I was going to have every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Okay.
Which would have let me be, going in that, later, I'll be able to do the morning shows, do your nooner,
Yeah, well, you might be out of the nooner job because Monica's doing a stand-up job.
And it is also
I
on Thursday
knew
because
as soon as Monica was going to step in, I was,
Tex was put on second string.
Yeah.
I've been on second string for a while. It was Krista, and now Monica.
All the girls have done
I'm
it.
third string. I'm a bench warmer.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, a long time ago, it was Jessica Jones for a while.
Oh yeah, it was.
Then it evolved to Brandi was next.
That's true.
Yes.
And then Brandi and I did it. And then again, schedule conflicts. Then I had Krista for a while. Then got back to you. And then I said, well, hell, Krista's pretty good. Let's do a Tuesday night together. Then that's how the other show started, right? And now I have Monica with me. And it's working out fabulous, Tex.
fabulously.
Fabulous.
We're already plotting new show potential.
Oh, yeah, we are, aren't we, Monica? Yeah. We're going to keep that under wraps. But
Like I don't have enough going on, and
who does, Monica?
Rob doesn't have enough.
Well,
yeah.
None of us.
Well, I remember. You remember when I was on part-time retirement.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I was doing a lot of shows.
You were.
And Rob was for sure one of the ones, big ones, to point out that, man, Tex, you're doing a lot of shows.
I did tell you that.
And well, Rob, you ain't got no room to talk, brother.
I'm on 3 days a week. Hey, mine were all my 3 shows are scheduled. You would come on at random times. Monday is Tex, Wednesday is Tex. Oh, it's 5 a.m. It's 3 a.m. It's 1 in the afternoon. It's 5:30 p.m. So you were a little random. I was.
Well,
I would get bored.
You guys don't have to worry. I take the cake. I take the cake in all this. I'm on 6 days a week. Tuesday night's my only night off.
Yes,
that is true.
It is, but again, it's scheduled. But
Yes.
Tex, I did say that to Tex said, man, I looked up one day, texted 10 shows in like 3 days. I'm like, dude.
I swear he did. If not more, I swewer he did. It's like he'd wake up, like in the middle of a deep sleep, wake up. I have a random thought. I got to get on and tell everybody about it.
Yep.
Yep. And Tex would be like, man, I did these 10 shows. The first 2 had like 2,000 views, but the next 7 got like 500. Yeah, you saturated your own market.
Well, it was like a while back. It must have been over a year ago or so. Tex and I decided to do a night owl, and I mean a night owl.
Yeah.
And we got on the show thinking, hour and a half, we'll just get on there and chat it up a little bit, and then we'd be done. Over 3 hours later, almost on our 4th hour, we wrapped up.
Well,
yep.
And that's how these things start too, with the night owl. And if you remember, Brandi, I didn't have a night show like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did a night show when I had that crazy dream, and I went live like 4 in the morning.
Yes.
And you happened to be up.
Yep.
Came on. And we had all these people piling in. I'm like, okay. Interesting. Then I did one with Krista. I did a random one myself, and like, hey, people seem to dig it. So that's how this whole show started.
Well, I mean, that's what happened to me with the night owl thing. I mean, it was like, boom, we got 60-something people in chat, and I'm like, where the hell did all these people come from?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the insomnia crowd.
Right?
Across the world. These people are from across the world.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I like, and we'll get started with the bizarre news. I like how it's divided for me, though. I have an afternoon, an evening, and the late night show.
Late night.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. And it covers all the Eastern, Central, Europe, whatever.
Yeah.
But 3 is enough for me, man. Brandi, you do 5.
This is my social life. Okay.
But see,
Yeah,
the thing
well-
about the difference between me and you, Rob, and
Yes.
the difference between me and you and Brandi and Monica and Krista and Danielle,
Yeah.
people get tired of me and you.
Yeah, well,
They don't ever get tired of the girls, you know.
Well, hence, if you look at the way my marketing has advanced over the years. With that being said,
I'll start your marketing campaign soon.
oh yes, she is my VP.
There it is.
We won't bring that up, but I'm sure as the Christmas comes near, we'll have a new campaign. But everyone, yes, thanks for coming in. We're gonna get this puppy start with some bizarre news here. And of course, there's a little snippet that we like to do each and every Saturday on late night. And I must have deleted the clip. Okay, there it is. Late nights is bizarre news. And when I say bizarre news, everybody might be new. It's not really. Some things are really bizarre and some are funny. Some make no sense and some are serious. So it's kind of a random thing I pick out throughout the week. So they all differ. And we just talk about them. So this first one, everybody, is that I found. I found it to be interesting. It was a scramble to divert NASA probe to visit an alien interstellar. And this was in this mysterious magazine, August 6th of 2025. It starts out by saying its number is 3I Atlas under intelligent control. Okay. Scientists are hoping to see NASA's Juno Jupiter probe diverted to intercept the enigmatic object of 3I ATLAS. This mysterious cosmic interloper was first revealed on July 1st, followed by its discovery by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, ATLAS. A robotic astronomical survey which uses multiple telescopes to scan the night sky for small near-Earth objects. This one is measuring 12 miles across. The object is headed toward the inner solar system at 152,000 miles per hour. While many scientists believe that 3I Atlas is likely to be a comet, others, such as Harvard's professor, we all know this guy, Avi Loeb, maintain that it could be, in fact, under intelligent extraterrestrial control. Now, yeah, right. Now, in a renewed bid to investigate the object for signs of alien life before it passes through our solar system and disappear again into deep space, Loeb and a few others have proposed the possibility of sending a spacecraft to intercept it and record as much data as possible. Due to its speed and distance away from us, launching a probe from the Earth won't be visible as it would not be able to reach us in time. And it sucks, you guys, they put no date in time when. So unfortunately, that's what I really wanted to know. So anyway, the scientists have discussed that yes, there's alien life possible more than just a microbe or a probe on the planet. So blah blah blah. That's really the end of that one. There's a few more other tidbits to read, but yeah, I read enough. It goes back to how much money are they going to spend on this probe? Because I think Brandi, you had mentioned, if I recall correctly, from a month ago, you're not a big fan of us spending money on investigating things like this, are you?
No, I'm actually not. I mean, like I said before, that I believe that we have a whole lot of the planet Earth we haven't investigated yet, and I think we should use our resources for that first to figure out how to, I don't know, stop global warming or to do whatever we can do to help the planet. Besides the obvious, anyway. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sending things into space. We don't even know what's here. I think we need to concentrate a little more on the Earth.
Take that away from what we need to do for the Earth. What do you think about this story in general? I mean, kind of a broad question, Brandi. You think there's something out there other than us folks here in the planet Earth?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's a lot of things out there, a lot of living organisms that we're not aware of. I think it's just going to be, it'll be time before we know exactly what's out there. Of course, we know there's aliens. The powers that be told us there's aliens, but we don't know where the aliens they're talking about are coming from. I mean, so
yeah,
this is kind of like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, when I pull these things up, I wanted to know the date of this alleged asteroid hits us or whatever, 152,000 miles an hour. No date. Is it in the year 21900 or 2057?
Yeah, it's like a threat.
That's right. Monica, what's your thoughts?
So just so I'm clear, we're talking about that big 12-mile long thing.
Yes.
coming into the solar
Yeah.
system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's going to be, I believe, later this year. So it's
Well, thank you.
It's
You should be my
odd.
editor as well.
In that it is passing, it's altered its trajectory, right? And it shouldn't have. It should have maintained course, right? And it had altered its trajectory a little bit. And it's passing close to two planets within the solar system, which is really odd. And I was reading this article from Science. I don't remember which magazine it was. And they were talking about the odds that just an interstellar object would, first of all, change its trajectory, but then it would also pass within a pretty close proximity to two planets within that same course, within that same run through the solar system is astronaut. It's less than 1%. And I thought that was interesting. Now, do I think it's alien controlled? Gee, I hope not. Gee, I really hope not. That's
No doubt.
terrifying to think. I would also like it to not, it's not really coming as close as it sounds like it's coming to Earth. I mean, it's really coming closer to Mars, I think, and Jupiter than it is Earth. And then that's not to say it's not still close, right? For comfort, anything that's 12 miles long will completely obliterate.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, exactly right.
And that's just a natural phenomenon. We're talking about an alien ship that decides,
to unload his payload.
Yeah, what's going on over here? That's I don't like that. I don't like that. So I don't like either of those scenarios. I don't like big things coming into the solar system anywhere near us.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Tex, this is the first time you've been on the show in a while. Thanks, Monica. I did not mean to cut you off. I gotta get Tex's involvement in this too. Hey man, Tex, what's your thought on this?
Well, I'm actually reading about it.
It's not supposed to be scripted, Tex.
Well, I wanted to know what the hell I was talking about.
Okay, I'm kidding with you.
And well, not that I know what I'm talking about. I mean, we all know that.
We know that.
It's within Jupiter's orbit right now.
Okay.
And Jupiter's so big, and if you believe in gravity, which some of us do, some of us don't, is it possible that Jupiter's gravity could alter the course? Because it's saying right now that June, what is it? I saw it right here. December 19th. Yep. It will reach approximately 167 million miles from Earth. At no point will it pose a threat. It will go within 18 million miles of Mars on October 2nd, 130 million miles of the sun, its closest point. On October 29th, it will be traveling at around 42 miles per second. So there you go.
Yeah.
I don't. When you start talking about things that are changing its trajectory and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if something hit it, would they for sure know it? You know, or you know, did it pass by a black hole that changed its trajectory? Did it jump through a wormhole that we didn't see?
Sure. It jumped through the wormhole.
I'm just, well, I mean, you know, we don't know. You know, to Brandy's point,
Yeah.
to Brandy's point, you know, we don't know. I mean, we don't even know what the hell's on the bottom of our oceans, much less what's up there.
Yes, Tex, we do not.
Mhm.
And I would,
Yeah.
Brandy, I'm not spending no money on outer space. I'd rather
But-
investigate the Great Lakes and the oceans and our
I will
forests.
say this. I will say this. If even if this thing, okay, it becomes a threat. Let's say it becomes a threat and it's going to hit 12 miles. It's an extinction level event, right?
Yeah. We're all dead.
Yes.
So, and I don't think they're going to be able to keep it secret if that's the case, because there's too many people out there that have the technology to look at this thing, if it's getting that close, right? So the word's going to get out. Okay. You're going to see economic collapse because everybody's going to quit their job. Money's not going to worry. You're going to have everybody's, I mean, it's going to be chaos.
Well, I would even
I'm
say,
headed to the boonies and just live like
yeah,
every
I
day's
know.
my last.
I'm going to party like
Yeah.
it's 1999 until it hits. And you know,
It's
though,
not
here's
right.
yeah, and here's the thing, though. And Tex, like you say, you know, keep it hidden. Tex are not going to be able to even keep it hidden for a long time because, let's say it's a year away, you're going to see it every night, lighting up the sky.
Yeah.
You know, a light year away, it would be easy to pick out after a year with an impact.
And they're going to bombard it with everything they've got. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
It'll be like that one movie.
They've been doing experiments on asteroids and comets for, you know.
Yeah,
so,
they have.
Yeah. It'll
You
be
know.
kind of like that movie we've all seen many times. Brandy, we talked about. I forgot the name of it already.
Armageddon,
Well, no. Yeah,
Deep
that one.
Impact,
Armageddon.
Asteroid.
That one. Yeah, you named them all. Dennis Quaid did that. That's always on. So, but anyways, I got something interesting. We're going to move on from that. You know, it was cool while it lasted. But boy, oh boy, I did not add the picture. Oh, well, I did not. How about that? Well, anyway, I got this story. It's about this other news too. Mystery pentagram, everybody. Mystery pentagram shows up on Google Earth. And I had the picture. I didn't download it. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's a pentagram in the desert. Wow, that's what the picture was. August 1st of 2025. The symbol, and again, it's a pentagram, which I did not show, is clearly defined on the ground. And the credit and the image was gone off to Google Earth. Their perplexing symbol appeared on Google's online map of a remote region of Kazakhstan. While some undeniably strange things have turned up on Google Earth over the years, the discovery of a large 5-sided pentagram near the village of Akuta in Kazakhstan is proving to be one of the most perplexing. The symbol is approximately 200 meters in diameter and appears to be made up from several crisscrossing tracks etched into the ground. Some believe that the pentagram's mysterious appearance holds superstitions and significance. It isn't the first pentagram to be discovered in the region either. Earlier this year, another was discovered 12 miles north of there in a town called Elizakovask. At the time, one of the most prominent theories originated from pilot Kurt Yates, who claim that the shape was an abandoned surface to air missile site from the Soviet era. Archaeologist Emma Uzumov later contested this idea, instead claiming that it was one of the many parks from the 1970s, and it was designed into the shape of a star. So blah blah blah. With that, I saw text posted something it looks like, but yeah, I mean, I will say this: when I came across that, it's not really bizarre, it's not really frightening, but I must say, and I go through Google Earth not too often, to be honest, but could you imagine going on Google Earth and pulling up a pentagram in the middle of the desert somewhere? I would find that to be, it wouldn't unhinge me, but kind of weird. So, and my second question, you guys can go on. Do you think Google Earth puts stuff on there that's not there as well?
Yes,
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't. I mean, they do make it public knowledge when they're going to be updating, Google Maps, Google Earth, all of it. They say, okay, we're gonna be updating this, and say, when they're doing the streets and stuff like that. And they have this car that has this camera hooked to it, and it's just driving around these streets. That's what it does. It drives around these streets. And the little story that reminds me, kind of like this, but not like this. There was a guy that ran out there, and I can't remember if it's his daughter or his wife or somebody ran out there with him, but he laid down like he was playing dead, and the wife was standing over there with a plastic knife, like she had killed him or something, just when this car was driving by.
A lot of people do that.
So, I mean, you will get this horrific scene that was all made up. I mean, could they have made this up knowing that they will be updating? I don't know. Possibly. Just to show, it could be like occult activity or something like that, just to show that they're alive and well here on Earth, to make a big statement is what I feel it could have been done.
Tex, I don't know if you know this. How big, anybody, Brandi, Monica, how wide is 200 meters?
About 300 yards.
So that's 3 football fields, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a perfect pentagram too, you guys. I mean, that would be kind of disturbing to see. I don't know what the significance is, though. I don't think, let me ask you this. I don't think anybody etched it into the ground. That would take, how long and how much time that would take to do?
Well, but that's not,
I mean,
that's not the only image that is, seen from the air that, has been there for, some of these things have been there for, hundreds and, thousands of years. So.
Yeah, if you look long enough, you're going to find stuff on Google Earth. I mean, if you look long and hard, you're going to find something weird somewhere, whether it is a natural thing or, or man-made or something, you're going to find it. And like I said, I don't know. I don't know what to think about it, because that would be kind of hard to hide. If you were doing that, it would be kind of hard to hide. But we it's kind of like the crop circle thing. Some of them, I don't know how they got there. And then there's other ones that really look like they're man-made.
Right.
So, I mean, you'd have to really look into it and see what it looks like. Like, is this a path that has been worn into the ground? And it's just, showing, something like that, or you'd have to really look into it to see what it is actually.
Now, what does the article say about the woman said there was a park that was put there in the shape of a star?
Yes.
So
that's kind of all what they say. I'd have to go back and pull it up.
We can pull up images of that area over the years. Like, I don't know if they said if that happened recently, like is the park still there? Is it an old park and you're just looking at the
I
edges
will
of it?
say
Because
this.
The
it's only a
leftovers, yeah.
pentagram if you look at it from a certain angle. It's a
Um,
star if you look at it from a different angle.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
will say this. This was okay. This image was posted August 1st of 2025. Now that's the pentagram image. They gave it credit to Google Earth, this, that, and the other. But as far as that park, there's no significant dates or anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, if somebody's saying they put a park there in the shape of a star, like again, it's only a pentacle if you're applying that to it, the image.
Yeah.
Right.
If you tilt your view a little bit, it's a star. So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It could have been
People
anything.
see-
It could have been
people-
anything. It's just that direction that it was the photograph was taken or the
Sure.
video was taken. It's going to look like that. But if they were coming in at a different angle, you're right, Monica. It'd be a star. Absolutely, 100%.
Well, people are going to see what they want to see.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're applying that to it with no point of reference. Like if you can't say this is the bottom, this is the southernmost tip, and then orient yourself from that. If you're just looking at the image, you can apply whatever you want to it.
Right. Yeah. Just flip the picture upside down. It'll be all better.
Yeah.
and there's the only reason I even read that and brought it up for today's show is because of the pentagram was kind of spooky. You
Mhm.
don't need to see the picture. It was like pristine. But then I started thinking back in the day how all these people start to reference some Google Earth where they go into the forest in the middle of nowhere and they zoom on in and they show an image, a dark image, put on the red circle and suggest that it's Bigfoot. I don't think from Google Earth you're going to find a Bigfoot on that. That's right.
Not what they're feeding the public. Military, 100%. What we're saying, no.
Right. Military, yes, but not what we see on our phones. I mean, and people fall for it and they get like 1 million views on something that's a dot.
People want to believe it. I mean, yeah,
Well, I'll take 1 million views.
sure.
Yeah, I would.
I'm not going to do it like knowing that it's BS.
Right.
You know.
It's what we
Right.
call clickbait.
There you go. That's what it all is. This in a roundabout way, it's all about clickbait, this, that, and the other. So whatever, but it was a very cool picture, so I just wanted to share that. Visiting a haunted house could be good for your health, a new study claims. Yeah, I thought
Get your cardio in.
Yeah.
Ramps up them endorphins.
Don't even have to run anywhere, but you'll get your cardio up. Sure.
Well, this was just put out July 27th of 24. Being scared out of your wits might actually yield unexpected health benefits. Fear is one of the most primal of emotions. It protects us from harm by stopping us from doing things or entering situations that might be dangerous. Some people, however, like to actively seek out and experience fear wherever possible. Now, according to a new study by scientists in Denmark, fear can actually have a surprisingly beneficial impact on our mental well-being, providing that there's no genuine danger. For the study, researchers monitored if inflammation levels in the blood of volunteers before and after they visited a haunted house. One of those theme parks experiences filled with monsters, ghosts, and ghouls, blah, 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 as it says, was to jump out and attack these people that were subjects. Surprisingly, the results showed that inflammation levels had dropped after visiting the attraction, aka the haunted house. Many activities such as bungee jumping or parachuting, getting a good scare can result in a boost of adrenaline, obviously, and a surge of endorphins, as Tex said, that many scientists now believe may be beneficial to one's health. Something similar also happens when you take a cold shower or take a cold plunge. The findings may be revealing a potential structural connection in the relationship between mental states and inflammation, as one researcher wrote. While anxiety appears linked to low-grade chronic inflammation, fear may be associated. with the peak and subsequent resolution of inflammation. So, if you're a paranormal researcher, Brandi, that suggests to me that my health is doing pretty good, eh?
I don't know. I don't know necessarily know about that. It seems like that the jump scares and things like that would put more of a stress on your heart than it would help it. I think by exercising, healthy eating, and all that stuff, that's the way you're going to get, the benefits. I don't necessarily put stock in that story, Rob. I'm going to go with a
You
thumbs
mean a
down.
once a year attraction isn't going to get all your yearly, like all your cardio
Yeah.
in for the
You
year?
mean
I give that one a thumbs down.
so being
I don't know.
scared out of your britches is bad.
See, I don't know. I think we ought to ride this wave, and now we can advertise that the ghost hunt and the conference and everything is good for your health.
Good for your health.
According to this article, it's good for your health.
It's good for your
But you know what, though? I have to add this, Tex, now that you said that. That's okay. Laughter and good
That's
friends, camaraderie, that's good for your health.
Yes.
We're going to have that at the conference, everybody.
Oh, wow, what a great segue into the September 19th and 20th conference. Camaraderie, and what do they say? Laughter is the best medicine, Brandi.
That's right.
It is. It is. And at our age, we don't want to mess around with our ticker. I'm just saying. We
Yeah.
just don't want to do it. We don't want to do it.
You don't want to wear a heart monitor for 30 days, I promise you.
Right. No, we don't.
I will never have a battery installed into my body.
Gee, why, Rob?
Oh gosh. Yes. Okay. Yes. Very well, Monica.
Never say never. I'm going to see you in 30
Great
years.
movie, James Bond. It should have been Never Say Never, James Bond. Sean Connery. Yeah, he should have said never to that one. Anyways, moving on. With
When never's too long.
yeah. So here's kind of an interesting one. Mystery brain surgery and JFK. This you gotta be have coughing.
That got him all choked up, folks.
Yeah.
Nice, Brandi, man, you got me there with that move. Okay, BMR is all good. Jeez, oh, Pete. I swallowed the wrong way, and I seen the dumb expression and Poindexter alien hat, tinfoil hat.
Looks like a Hershey's kiss to me.
Yeah, right.
Yes, it's something we all could have at Christmas. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
There it is.
This anyway, JFK surgery. You can wear it, Brandi. This story was submitted by this guy named Terry Parker Jr. from Terry Parker Jr. Yeah. Oh, I had to pull that one out for everybody listening.
I just tried to make a joke.
Yes, I know you. Gosh, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This group tonight, I tell you. On December 9th, 1969, at 14 years of age, I was subjected to an unauthorized and non-therapeutic brain surgical experiment without informed consent nor parental knowledge. While under the guise of treating epilepsy due to a great deal of damage control, secrecy, and concealment by the authorities, it had been most difficult to discover what was secretly imposed in my body. Kind of, minutia there was kind of weird. My medical records from the Toronto Hospital for Sick Children disclose a pathology report listing various unauthorized brain tissue resections, along with a separate sheet with a diagram of a left temporal lobe, which is not mentioned on my pathology report, and representing someone else's brain tissue. Okay. Such tissue, which appears to have been utilized for for a covert transplant when my x-rays demonstrate that the brain tissue in my cranium, secured by 43 metallic implants in the cerebral cortex, I do not recall an intern whispered to me or anything, blah, blah, is in my records. So anyway, that's kind of mumbo jumbo scientific stuff. Here's the kicker with what I just explained about these 43 milligrams of this metal. Here's the kicker. The only person during the 60s, and this took place in 1967 for this person, Parker, who left the temporal lobe remains unaccounted for, like myself, is former U.S. President JFK. Hard to rule out considering all the secrecy and concealment surrounding JFK's missing brain tissue and Dr. Harold Hoffman's covert brain surgical experimentation upon defenseless, unwittingly children who suffer from epilepsy. $1 billion hoax or $1 billion profit for these elitists in the medical profession? You decide, it says. I don't know, you guys.
I'm totally speechless. I'm just thinking about that, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, what were the experiments really for? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really get what's happening. Why are they doing these experiments on children?
Well, that was with epilepsy, and they didn't tell the parents what they were doing.
Right.
I mean, as a parent, Brandi, Monica, Tex, your kid's going in for brain surgery for epilepsy to try to help your child. Are you not going to ask what the entire procedure is from point A to point Z all the way through and everything?
Well, yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you working on?
Here's the thing, like if it's a training hospital, they will perform things on you while you are unconscious that don't have anything to do with that procedure, because it is documented that they will do like gynecological exams on women during surgery, and they're in there to get their tonsils out, but because it's a training hospital, they'll do that.
So
yeah, because
yeah, go ahead.
You got to read the fine print.
Yeah, it's in the fine
you
print.
You are giving them permission in a training hospital like that, and sometimes in a regular hospital.
You're giving permission.
That if you're going in for tonsils, that somebody's down there peeping. You know?
So it probably says in there somewhere that you are consenting to exploratory surgical procedures.
Well, I don't know that they're surgical procedures, like
examinations.
It's more like an examination.
Yeah,
like, I'm not saying that doing surgical procedures that are not already consented to are okay. I don't think any of it's okay. If you're unconscious and they know you're not reading the fine print.
Right. You know, I mean, I don't know what they would need to look at my lady bits for. I mean,
well, it's training. Like they don't get rotations or that much OB or whatever, right?
They can do it while I'm awake. I'll be embarrassed, but I'll know it's for the greater good. You know what I mean? Same thing with the men with the you know, the whole colonoscopy thing. It's fine. It's good. But let me know what you're doing. Don't do that to me when I'm sleeping. Don't tell me you're going in there because you're going to, you know, take my tonsils out. And then next thing you know, I wake up in the morning feeling weird in the nether region. You know what? Let's not do that. You know what I mean? That's not what I signed up for. I signed up for you can train on what my surgery is, not for anything else.
You can sit in and observe or assist with the surgery, but yeah, I don't want you poking around other places. Like I don't need,
yeah. I don't
need you to demonstrate a breast examination.
Exactly.
You know?
You're taking out my tonsils. You don't need to, you know, be checking out my pinky toe. Okay, that's not where we're at.
Yeah, you know. Okay. I'm going to share something.
No.
That
does it include photos?
Oh
audio.
No.
Any type of evidence.
And I'm going to say that this for me to share this, I'm transparent to all my audience. The true story, kind of a little bit embarrassing. To last year, I got my first colonoscopy. Now, nothing gross. It worked out fine. BMR's healthy as a bug. Now, of course, you go under, and when I woke up, I'm talking to my doctor, and then I said, oh, by the way, I don't know if I have any of these, as I'm awake. Do I have any hemorrhoids?
Were you still coming out of sedation?
Yeah, but he said,
Yeah.
during sedation, you asked me, Doc, please probe my anal area for hemorrhoids. I don't know if I have them.
I mean, they're down there already.
Yes, and I said that. Well, I have no recollection of it. But when I woke up, I asked him, hey, did you see any hemorrhoids? It's funny you said that when you were out. I'm like, holy cow.
Well,
I said, well, do I have any? He goes,
well, do I or not?
No, he goes, no, you got, everybody has a little bit up in there, but it's not nothing to worry about. I don't even know what I said. That's so embarrassing. I'm like, oh, I said that already? I asked you
Well,
that?
maybe you were worried about like another type of surgery, in the same area. I mean, it was just like, what's
coming out of sedation? You
Huh?
say some goofy stuff, because when I came out of my colonoscopy, I was like, did I do the cleanse right? Everything was
Oh my gosh. And
I was really worried about that.
Hey, one of our friends from Michigan, you all know him, he was asking me about that, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. I did it. And what I love most about it, when I did the Miralax and I did the 6 Gatorades, you guys, screw the colonoscopy. I'm going to make that a part of my every 6 months regimen. I felt like $1 million for like a week.
Yeah. You flush all of that.
Yeah.
What is it? Magnesium citrate? Just drink a little bottle of magnesium citrate.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys,
so if I did that, how long would I have to stay home? That would be my question.
Brandi, here's the thing. When I did it, this is not gross at all, you guys. I did it for the first time, wondering. I think I'm going to be, doing the business forever. Busting out ropes of crap. You guys, it wasn't disgusting at all. When I went to the bathroom, the first time was, how we all do. But after that, it was just warm. It was like warm water, and I had to keep going until it was clear liquid. It wasn't gross at all. I mean, you didn't hardly use no toilet paper. I mean, I did, obviously.
I will say this.
But it was a great feeling.
If you do it, or when you do it, if you have the slightest urge,
yeah, you go.
Do not ignore it.
No. So, I mean, did this go on for like 2 days? If we're just going to do the cleanse.
Like a day.
For me, 6 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
so I would I would definitely give myself 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Okay. Well, that's good information.
I was close by the toilet for 6 hours, and I tell you what, like Tex says, if you have the urge, you better go. But I was reading stuff on my phone for like an hour sitting there. Anyway.
When I did my first one, I didn't read the instructions fully.
Really?
You did not read the instructions. I can hear you, Tex. I'm listening. Go ahead.
So all I knew is I had to drink this bottle of stuff. That's all I knew. So I went home, and that's what I did. Didn't mix it with nothing.
Oh, God, go lightly.
Didn't mix it with nothing. I just guzzled it, right? Just get it down.
Ooh.
And I walked from the kitchen to the kitchen to the living room, and was in the process of sitting on the couch. And I was saying, I wonder how long this stuff's gonna. Woo! Didn't even finish sitting down. Right back up and into the bathroom. It does not take long when you shoot that stuff straight. I'm just saying.
Bigfoot Fade said, if y'all want to have some fun, eat some food grade. Let me add, means it needs to be food grade. diatomaceous earth and see what comes out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. No diatomaceous earth, none, no. So anyway, yeah, that was thank you, Donnie Cho. That's what did Donnie say here. He said something funny, I'm sure. If I were under for a colonoscopy, I personally wouldn't mind a free.
Testicular exam.
Yeah, thank you.
That
Just-
sounds like you're kind of kinked, Donnie. I'm sure.
Yes, thank you, Donnie. And I appreciate you, Donnie, and of course, always with something clever to say. We're going to move on to the next news. I had quite a bit tonight. They're getting a little bit better now. Those are kind of course, this is Alien Tech submitted. Everything seems extraterrestrial tonight. I don't know how that came about. I do have a paranormal one in the end. This was submitted to the site by this guy named John C. from Sacramento, California. In California, I was in the Navy. The year was 1967. While on base, I had my first UFO experience that had a profound effect on me and my overall life. Over 1,000 people reported blue. And check this out, you guys. I don't think you guys have ever heard this. Blue and peach colored orbs in the Sacramento skies in that total summer for the entire summer, 1,000 orbs, peach and blue. Sometimes I should edit these. My incident happened at Maelstrom Air Force Base in Montana. It was reported in the military channels that the nuclear codes on the base were compromised. So during this sighting of all these orbs, the different colored peach and blue, boom, allegedly on this military base, the nuclear codes, boom, compromised. So moving on. This has always haunted me. And at that time, I felt I knew what our military and government was doing. I think they knew all along what these anomalies were and what they were doing to overtake and what they were doing on the base. I, being a pilot during this time in the U.S. Navy until retirement, can't share any of this and what I saw because, of course, it's classified. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We are in communication with extraterrestrial beings and have been for some time. We, according to what he has seen at the base throughout his years since 1967, now retired, we are more advanced than society knows what our government will let on to believe. Yeah, I sound like some average Joe whistleblower sending this into a magazine periodical, but I will tell you this. The things that we've all heard about Area 51 is true, and we are more advanced, and we just play ignorant to the world at large. Again, somebody wrote that, sent it into that scientific magazine. That's where I got that from. But, it's probably what the guy says, I believe. And the thing that's crazy is I think us three for sure have heard about UFOs back in the Cold War that supposedly shut down nuclear launches, right?
Yep.
And this is something from this Navy pilot that kind of reiterates kind of the same things. So let me ask you guys about this. Do you think that I don't know. There's so many ways we can go with this. What do you think about the story? I guess right quick. Easy way to start.
Ladies,
I mean, it's interesting.
Of course.
That's a lot of orbs to be seeing.
Yeah, 1,000 that entire summer, the peach and the blue, and this man happens to see them at his base. And during that time, the codes were compromised. That's pretty interesting.
They think the codes were compromised, or the codes were for sure compromised?
They said they were. It says
and
they
how
were.
did they discover the codes were compromised, I wonder?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm just putting that out there. Like, I wonder.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a good question.
How did they discover they were compromised? Like, did they pop up on a teletype like, hey, we got their codes kind of thing? So,
Yeah, like did a signal go off and going me. You know what?
Well,
What
yeah.
happened?
Well, you gotta remember 1967. I don't know what type of tech they got going on. And there's who's this stranger coming on in?
Hey, how are you?
hey,
Hey, it's a Krista.
It
It's
is.
a Krista sighting.
I was actually watching you guys talk about shit. I'm like, I got to get in on this show. We did a half-hour show on what Hellman's mayonnaise. So
Well, yeah, we did. That was
We
one of
did.
my best shows, actually.
I know, right?
Well, it's all about colonoscopies this time.
We did colonoscopies. We were doing aliens. We're doing.
I heard. I've been
we're doing-
watching.
We're doing the codes being compromised. So, did you hear that story? Do you
Parts
guys,
of it.
first of all, do you guys believe though? Okay, forget this story. Put this on the side for a minute. Do you think? And again, you guys, the UFO thing is huge. There's so much disinformation. Do you think back during the Cold War that happened? Aliens shut down silos. Let's be honest. That's what they say.
I mean, they had I remember hearing about the Foo Fighters,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or what they called the Foo Fighters. I don't remember. I personally have never heard about the silos getting like shut down.
Oh, I have.
I've heard about it go as far as somebody pushed the button to set off World War III, end of the world, essentially, way back when we were during that time, that the aliens stopped it because they wanted to preserve the planet.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Now, hey, take that for what you will.
I know we came within 4 seconds of the button getting pushed.
Was that the Bay of Pigs?
I can't remember which incident it was.
Within
I just-
4 seconds.
stuck in my head.
I hadn't heard that. 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
But I hadn't heard the alien thing. But I mean, I've heard of Foo Fighters. I hadn't heard about the silos getting shut down. I heard about the 4 seconds before the button got pushed. But I mean, this story in general, I don't know. I mean, I got to go back to how did they know the codes were compromised? Is it all curious? Yes, it's curious. But, you know, if the codes are compromised, so what? They put new codes in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed, but that's still kind of okay how they get compromised. To your
right.
question.
There's all kinds of ways to get compromised. That's really not like the alarming thing to me in that story.
Really?
Like, I mean, it's alarming. Don't get me wrong. Like nuclear codes being compromised are alarming. But if we're talking about strange and unusual things, like how did they get compromised? You know, I mean, you're telling me they did. Okay, but how did you discover that?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. Brandi, what were you thinking over there?
I have no idea about this story. I'm just as confused on it as Monica. I'm like, okay, and then if they do get compromised, there is a backup, and whatever should get shut down immediately. And I don't know. I don't know, Rob. This is another one of those stories I'm confused on.
I'll ask you this, then, just a simple question. Krista, I'll ask you next. Bottom line, you think aliens have control over our tech? Or maybe not today, not every day, but do you think that they're around? And do you think that any alien from planet 1632 AB could easily dismantle the planet if they wanted?
Well, considering that a lot of the theories today are we are using alien technology, why would they not know the backdoor code?
Yeah, I mean, we're like playing with jacks compared to what they're doing.
Right.
Like they have the ability potentially for interstellar travel.
Yep.
That's so beyond what we
Oh,
can do.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, exactly. I mean, if we're dealing with their own technology, why wouldn't they be able to dismantle it in an instant? Because it is so outdated compared to, their leaps and bounds ahead of us.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. We put up a good 2-minute fight.
Yeah, maybe.
Krista,
Maybe.
Krista, what's
Yes.
your quick take on that? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Honestly, like, why not? which president was it? Eisenhower that met with supposedly met with the aliens and traded, like they could abduct a certain amount of people while, in exchange for technology. So sure, why not? And by the way, we were sitting outside for a bonfire, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere right now. Yeah. And the sky was so bright that we saw UFOs, weird stuff happening in the sky.
You did? Cool. I'll be interested to see the video that I'm sure you snapped off.
I did not. I'm slacking, Rob.
Of course you didn't. None of us do. None of us do. I was making a joke.
You don't think about it when it's happening.
You do not. Mm-mm. You know what, though, Monica, I got to throw this at you. I cannot figure out, nor do I understand the movie Interstellar with the dude from Texas. What's his name?
McConaughey.
I don't get that. I must be a dummy. I have no idea about that movie. I've watched it 3 times.
I'm not a sci-fi person like that. It just, I'm not usually just a general 2001 Contact. None of that interests me.
Tex, did you understand that movie?
I want to say yes.
Okay. Very good answer, Krista.
I've never seen that movie.
I like it. I don't know why, because I think it's godly boring for 3 hours, but I've watched it 3 times. I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose I need to watch it. The one that I did like were the aliens that landed in the oval craft that just kind of hovered, and they linguist, I think, I forget the actress who played the linguist. She was able to communicate with them, and they were explaining how everything is happening all at once, and time is like they know the future because it's already happened.
Okay.
Everything, they can see everything because it's all happening at one time. That was a good one.
Okay.
Oblivion.
Oh,
yes, I seen that one. I saw that. I kind of like that.
See, I don't watch any of those space movies. Maybe I need to. I don't even like Star Wars.
I Star Wars. No, I will tell you this. I've never seen a single episode of Star Trek, which is going to offend Donnie and Jason.
Oh my gosh, what planet were you raised on?
Good grief.
How could you not see
I
it?
haven't watched it either.
I seen a black and white one as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, one. I said one. That was it.
I think I've seen every episode of the original Star Trek at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, my dad was a big fan of Star Trek, and he ruled the TV, and so yeah.
I never seen.
Plus, there were 5 channels on back then, and that was every day there was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even when we got cable, it was still the same thing. Yeah. I'm like, Dad, you got 100 different channels. We can watch something else.
Look, even Paranormal Paul says he hasn't even watched Star Trek.
All I know is this means you need an oil change, a Valvoline. Right? Is that what that means? I don't know.
Valvoline. That means read between the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you. I know how this rolls.
Yeah. I mean, because I used to do something like that. It's read between the lines and then get bent.
Well, that's a cool trick. I never tried that.
Yeah, it just. Yeah.
Well, I got something. Thank you. Didn't mean to cut nobody off. But we got to move on.
Rob's we're done.
We got news to cover.
We're done.
This year I saved this for last because this affects everybody in this actual us guys and gals. This I got. It's an email, and I'm going to read it as written to me. And this person said, "Hey, Rob, I have been a subscriber. I'm reading it to your channel for a long time when you and Tex had that witch on. And Tex, if you remember that show, that was our first show together.
Yeah, it was.
So this guy knows. He goes, I've been subscriber to Tex and you, and then the Blondes and the Booze. And now I see Donnie Cho and I see Monica. And I got this email was dated 4 days ago. He goes, Rob, if you want to share this on one of your shows, preferably late hours, that'd be cool. I come in all your chat rooms every day that I can. You know me and you see me in the chat room, but I will never give up my name, my handle in chat. but I'm there, and probably during this show, I'm there right now. And I read that. I said, yes, I am going to read what this person sends me. So
Let's
this
see if
is
we
a
can guess who it is.
well, I'm going to read this, and he says, or he or she or whatever, because, very clever email, 1913 A, B, all these dumb digits. It was just totally made up.
They just slapped the keyboard.
They slapped the keyboard and hit at Gmail. So I want to share this, and please, just if you want, I'll just read it. Forgive my language or my writing, which that's what they wrote exactly. So I have plenty of so I'm going to read what this person sent to me. I have had plenty of strange experiences in my life, but not as much as I've gotten older. This experience happened when I was around 12 or 13. One morning, I woke up from a horrible dream. Can't recall what it was about, except it was very disturbing. So I wake up sweating to a beautiful sunny day morning with the birds chirping. All seemed good until I noticed a very disgusting sulfuric burning odor in my room. For some reason, at that moment, I looked at my TV, which was towards the foot of my bed, and it was off. The TV screen acting as a mirror, I saw a creature beside my bed in my room through the TV, which is shut off. So the image is this person can see from the TV. It was like going back into the shadows or some portal, like it was crawling backwards into it. So this thing is like when you recognize this creature from the TV, it's crawling into the TV. Kind of reminds me of that one movie with that one blonde-haired chick, whatever. But you guys get it. So that's what I'm thinking. Don't know the name of the movie. I don't watch movies. I know. There you go. Thanks, Monica. I know what I saw was real and have no reasons to lie. Although I experienced a whole lot more than this. This particular experience was different. I used to get attacked by black baboon demon-like creatures with red eyes and silvery sharp teeth. Some entities kind of look like huge evil Wookiees, and some look like bald, leathery skinned imps, or even very small elf-type creatures or people. They would bite at my toes and nibble at night when I was asleep, and I would always wake up, and I'd have to curl my legs up underneath my body. They all smelled to high heaven, and I felt and I could feel the fur from some of these caressing the bottoms of my calves, and felt an electrical sensation when they were near. These creatures would be angry at me for no reason, I am guessing, and spoke to me in a low, guttural language, almost like Latin or something. Rob, I don't know Latin, FYI. I also used to have my name whispered or screamed in my ear, tingling in my forehead and body, nocturnal emissions floating out the window or the ceiling, perhaps. I don't know. Anyways, I'm simply telling my experiences. That's all they are. You know me from the chat room. You all do on all your shows. But yes, my handle is there. I probably am on right now. But thanks. If you share this, that would be cool. It don't matter to me because you don't know who I am. First of all, if this was sent to us from a subscriber, that's pretty cool. And the experiences, you guys, if this person had them, quite unique.
Mm-hmm. Well, the little baboon demon looking thing's pretty scary. I'd like to hear more about that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm trying to associate it with something that I've heard about, or maybe I've seen, and it is very unique.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that too.
I would agree. Tex.
I believe that I would be invoking whatever God you believe in for help.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
Yep. I Because it doesn't sound like
It doesn't sound like
a
fun.
normal
Whole lot of
haunting.
fun.
It doesn't sound like a normal haunting.
You know,
No.
and they make the mention of what sulfur did I read? Sulfur or
Yeah,
something.
sulfuric.
That is
And-
definitely one of the
Right.
And I will-
symptoms.
And I will tell you this: what
Mhm.
really is freaky for me personally was to wake up and the sun is rising in your bedroom, your television is off, and when you wake up, you catch this demonic whatever crawling into the TV tube.
Yeah, no, thank
That
you.
was not cool with me.
I mean,
Mhm.
not to cast doubt on it, but are you sure you were awake?
Right.
You know, you had the experience, and I have no doubt about that at all.
I might be spraying and praying at that point. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Might be
but
some 45
he said
caliber
he was
rounds
a
going down
kid,
range.
though, right?
What
Did
was
I
that,
read
Mike?
that? Did he give an age? Like he was?
There's no numbers associated in this particular.
Okay, I didn't know
No
if he
age,
said when
no
he was a
age.
young
I don't
child or.
I don't think he said that. Oh, wait a minute! It started when he was 12.
Yeah,
My
that's
bad.
what I thought. He was a child. So I mean, I've got to ask, like, are you 100% sure that you weren't asleep? And then also, like, maybe you were in a type of sleep paralysis. I don't know, because he doesn't mention moving, right? Just
Yeah.
watching all of this happen.
Well, my other thing is too, we've heard stories about, did you maybe have a dogman encounter that, something happened? Because, dogmen, I've heard of them coming in people's sleep and tormenting them that way too. And they mentioned the baboon. Well, I mean, it could be, a different, I mean, just throwing ideas out there.
The only problem I'm having with that theory is the smell.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know about anybody else, but I can't smell in my dreams.
Flag.
I can.
Yeah.
No.
I have to wonder, and this is the whole psychological portion of me coming out, but I have to wonder, and this feeds into the energy stuff. What kind of, how can I say this? What kind of atmosphere was the household in? What was going on? Was there anything, that happened to you that you're trying to push down? So, and I mean, that's coming at it from that angle. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Very possibly could be, what triggered this or something, and it's something trying to come to the surface, but you don't want it, you're fighting it not, your brain don't want it to come to the surface, but it's trying to. So that's where, you're battling your subconscious. That's a very logical, non-paranormal aspect of it, but it's a possibility. You can't write that off. There's a lot of questions that I'd have to ask, of this person.
Yeah, and this person supposedly follows all of us. They're supposedly always in the chat.
Saw that very first episode we did. Yeah, he's been following us for a while.
That's a long time. I can't remember. I won't even rewatch.
Whose show was it on? Which one of your guys' show was it on?
That was debut of Big Brunch with Bigfoot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Our first one, and she had her phone, and it was just, and I sucked, and it was a terrible ordeal.
Hopefully, she's not listening right now.
Well, if you're listening, come back on and do better for yourself. I mean, I don't tell you. But anyways, though, and we talked about this, and the thing that scares me with this subconscious, it doesn't have to be like paranormal, because by the way, Monica, we were talking about the dreams the other day, and it might have been on your show or whatever. And no, we did it, I think, a little bit on brunch, and then people said, yeah, do a dream show. So next Thursday at 1:00, we're doing a dreamscape show with, of course, Brian Bowden, who like knows how to analyze dreams. So I'm gonna have my dreams analyzed, and Monica, you can as well, live on the show. Thursday, Brunch with Bigfoot Rob, our next Thursday show.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be August 12th. It is. So that's next week.
Well, even though that show would be absolutely awesome to hear about, I don't even reach that deep sleep where I dream or have that lucid dream where I could remember something.
Oh, but I do. That's my thing.
I do
I
sometimes.
don't have enough time, because I'm barely getting like 5 hours. So
right, Brandi, you don't.
My body's like, no, we're just gonna lay here in a coma.
Well, no, you're hitting that. You're hitting it, but you're just not remembering it.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I don't remember. When I have time to sleep, if I can sleep about 6.5 hours, sometimes I can, remember stuff, like I can remember, but nope, I can't remember a thing. I wake up and go, really? I got to get up. And then my body's so used to it now, it just does it automatically.
Mm-hmm.
I could go to bed at 1 a.m. and then still be up at 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. I don't sleep very well either, but I do dream, and I do remember some of my dreams. So
I dream my ass off.
I do too.
I'm always dreaming. They're
I
always
love it.
crazy. My biggest one was that devil one in Las Vegas when everybody saw me there.
Yeah.
that's a scary one.
That is like not a dream to me. That was like astral projection.
Yeah.
I did something. And Brian told me prior to that, he says, dude, you were there. I'm like, you're right here, right? No, I wasn't. Yeah, you were. People saw you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, you're kind of right about that. They did see me. But I was at home in Michigan.
Yeah,
Right.
but you had so many details
Right.
Yeah.
to the dream, so many details.
Yeah.
And I can't figure that out why. I mean, maybe somebody has an answer why I can't dream like that.
Oh.
I
maybe
used
because you
to,
don't
but I
sleep
can't
well,
now.
Yeah.
Maybe you block them, Brandi.
Maybe I did.
subconsciously.
Maybe I did. Yeah, because there for a while I was having some really wild dreams, and they were never about me and what was going on. They were always about other people.
Right.
So I probably did block it out. And it's like, I'm it's not, it wasn't any, it was always about something personal, like, family or something they're going through or something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
forget it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just remember our dreams aren't at face value either,
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of times there's a much deeper meaning, to them.
That's
I wish I could have a good one.
Rob, you were in Vegas. I'm just saying. I don't know how to
Yeah.
explain that one.
I want to have a dream about winning
You
the
said I
Powerball.
was?
Yeah, I believe that you astral projected. I mean, how could you not have been? Somebody's seen you, like told your brother. Like,
2 people saw me.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no other way around that. You had to have been there. You went to Vegas.
Brandi, what were you saying? We cut you
Oh,
off.
I just said that I want to have a good dream about winning the Powerball and having all the right numbers.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah, because
never.
then when you wake up, you're so disappointed.
Right.
Well, no, I want to have the right numbers. I want to be able to visualize and remember them.
But you want the numbers.
I want the numbers. Yeah, I want that kind of a dream.
I'm going to give you guys a very depressing statistic, and it's so funny you guys brought up the Powerball because I don't really play the lottery, and I just looked up, and the Michigan lottery is 6,650,000. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play $1 and try it out. So you guys, you know me, I went on the computer and I did my immediate payout, cash out if I win. So it's like after taxes in Michigan, it's like 2.9 million. Then it gets retaxed again because you have to file it the following year. So on so everybody listening, $6 million lottery victory in Michigan, I will net personally in cash in 2 years $1.2 million. Why play?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, Missouri's not like that.
Mm-mm.
Man, we got double tax size. I thought
No, it's
Texas-
about well, once you take, like, if you're gonna take the cash annuity, it's like you gotta minus 36% of whatever that is.
Yeah.
After you've done that 36% in Missouri, you're done.
Now here we get paid. We get basically 18% of the net of the gross.
Wow.
So yeah.
So I play twice a week. I play it's called a Jack Pack in Missouri, and it's like the Mega, it's the Powerball, and then it's a couple like the local Missouri ones. And twice a week. So I'm trying. We'll all be good if I win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
You know, it's like if I won $6 million in Michigan, I could give you guys like $100. Rob, you're a cheapskate. Well, I just netted $1 million.
I just got taxed for the 5th time.
You know?
Yeah, Michigan's really bad about taxes. Michigan is super bad about taxes.
Do
Absolutely.
you have a state
100%.
tax? Like, do you have a state income tax?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't.
Missouri
Oh.
does.
Missouri does too.
Yeah, see,
Mhm.
I do. 24%.
Yeah, but they tax you on everything. They tax you on
So
absolutely everything.
Missouri, like Brandi said, Missouri, it taxes you like you buy a new car, you got to pay sales tax, but then you also have to pay taxes on it every year.
Every
on
year.
that car, every
Yes.
single year to get your license plate. So if you don't pay your taxes, it's called personal property taxes, then you can't get license plates to renew for your car every year.
Yeah.
True
We
story.
do that in Texas. I did see that when I was renewing
Yeah.
Chris's registration. It said if you have back taxes, you may not be able to register your vehicle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, even to go get your vehicle registered, you have to take your paid personal property tax receipt to go get it.
Oh,
licensed.
shoot. I didn't have to do that.
We do here
Yeah,
in Missouri.
I-
Missouri,
Yeah,
like
and then-
it sucks. It sucks.
Yep.
On your houses, your like this
Yeah,
year with just my cars and then a horse trailer, and I had to pay. It was close to $1,700, and that's every year.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
And it's
see,
like ATVs, boats, everything.
Everything,
See-
even like my horses. Like if I had cattle, I would have to pay on them.
You know, Michigan sucks because in Michigan we are the highest rated for insurance in the country. And if somebody hit me with all this insurance I pay, if somebody hit me, I would have to still pay my deductible, and my rates will go up. And the only thing that happens is they repair my car or total it out.
Yeah.
But my premium goes up, and I'm still paying my deductible. The
Yep.
person that hit me, they get a flag on their insurance, and their insurance goes up. I could sue to get the deductible, which I'm not going to do. You know,
It's not
I'm
worth
not
it.
doing. Yeah.
No.
Well, it does state that, hey, maybe Michigan people should really not get in a car accident. Maybe we need to pay attention more to the road than our phone. You know,
The
I'm
Michigan folks are the best drivers in the world, Brandi. You know that.
oh gosh, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
with that being said, we're getting a little off base. It was a great show tonight. Tex, thanks for popping on in, brother.
Enjoyed it. Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, you got your work. Glad to see you. Glad to see Krista could finally make it on. Got your stuff together, I see. Thank you.
Well, we were doing a bonfire, so
Yes, and you said you saw UFOs, which was awesome.
Mhm.
Always a very fabulous show. In fact, we talked UFOs tonight in the beginning of the show.
well, a lot of the night, actually.
Yeah, it was a UFO based show. We'll switch it up next week. It's just so hard sometimes to find cool stuff, right?
So next week I will be at Emmaus next week,
Okay,
And
Monica.
and maybe Brandi.
Maybe Brandi.
Maybe I'll right now I will be home. As of right now, I will be home because I'll be working. I'm gonna have to get up on Sunday this time,
Oh,
2:30 in the morning. Yeah.
oh,
Nah.
man.
Yeah. Well, I'll be here.
We're just
Monica
going to bed.
probably will be here.
Well, I have to work for everybody else taking a vacation now because I will have to take my vacation next month for the conference, and they're going to have to work it. So I guess I better go to work.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Earn that money. And when is the conference?
September 19th and 20th at the Eagleton Civic Center in Richmond, Missouri. Don't miss out. Go to Eventbrite, look under the Crossing Realms Conference, and you can find all the information there. we still have tickets available for everything but the ghost hunt. The ghost hunt is sold out, but we do have vendor spaces available. We have a psychic gallery reading with Marilyn Bass. We have all kinds of things. So make sure you go get your tickets on Eventbrite under Crossing Realms Conference, and we'll see you there.
Very good, Brandi.
I know she's got it down pat. She does a great job with that.
Man, she does. That was fantastic. Tex, again, great to see you once again, my friend. You're welcome on this show anytime you have the night off, as you know. And,
I'm looking forward to I got a couple of good shows coming up Monday and Tuesday next week. Monday, I've got Mark with Night Vision Paranormal coming up. We're going to be talking about his investigation, looking at stuff from LBL,
nice.
Ashmore State, Ashmore
Right
State.
up my alley.
Yeah,
That's all everywhere Brandy's been. She's been to both.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a good one. And then Tuesday night, we've got part 2 with River Morris and JoJo from Australia.
That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Cool shows. All right.
Cool.
Yes, very nice, Tex. It's Sunday morning. I'm going to an unfortunate thing tomorrow, a celebration of life for my friend that's no longer with us. Not getting into that. Died at 51 years of age. And actually got killed.
Yeah, that's sad. It's very sad.
Yeah, so I'm doing that about 1 o'clock in the afternoon to start my day. But you know what? Life goes on, unfortunately, for all of us. Celebrate that, be done with it in a good, mild manner, of course. I don't mean to sound like a jerk about it, but just get it over with. Too much death for me in the last 2 years.
I hear you.
With that being said,
I second that. It sucks.
It's enough.
It is enough. This was a great show. If you're new, please subscribe to Bigfoot Michiganrob on YouTube, Texas Front Porch, the Blinds, and the Booze Paranormal Podcast, Monica Rollins, Our Paranormal World, Donnie Show Says Stuff, Paranormal Paul and Truth or Tinfoil. There you go. Wow, what a mouthful. Great show. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, Tex, for seeing you. Once again, we'll talk to y'all later. And I just got to look for the damn, so much stuff here.
I'm sure you click it.
Hit the button.
See
Wait,
y'all.
I got to hit the end button. Yes. Later.
Stream button.
This is the future. Evolution.
The Crossing Realms Conference launches September 19th and 20th and will dock in Richmond, Missouri. This is already being called the event of the year, folks, with an unprecedented list of speakers and special guests, 2 days of cryptids, UFOs, and paranormal presentations, along with a celebrity-filled ghost hunt, meet and greet, gallery reading, vendors, and a film screening. This promises to be both educational and fun. Go to Eventbrite.com to secure your tickets and vendor slots before they are all abducted. They're going fast.